the website. Once you're there, just go ahead and click log in. All right, once you're here, you'll see Microsoft as an option. Since we have Microsoft credentials for the school, we can use those, and that'll also unlock all the full version and its features. All right, once you first get in, you go ahead and you customize which electives, all that good stuff. You can save or you can just opt out, either way. Go through the opening. The first time you log in, you're going to have to click through 10 different things. So it's going to show you like creating a rubric and a lesson plan. So just click through each one of those, take your time, read it. It's definitely worth checking out, and then come back to this video if you'd like, and we can go over a couple more things. All right, so in here, as you see, I have some things that I marked as favorites. Really easy to make favorites. Just click on a star, and now it's a favorite. So it's there because there's so many tools. So this is the AI Swiss Army knife of tools. If you've used ChatGPT before or have heard of it, this basically has that in the background working. It's trained up on a lot more pedagogical information for schools and standards and all that good stuff than regular ChatGPT is. And also it has, the guardrails because its job is to talk to you about school and school related things and helping you in your daily activities. All right. So let's go ahead and look at a few things it has. So everybody, they got the rubric. You went through that when you did your initial. If you don't know what any of these do, click on one if you're interested in it and just click the exemplar button at the top. That exemplar button will just go ahead and pre-fill everything in right there, and you can change stuff around if you'd like. But this way you know what all the fields are for, and then just click generate. It shows you a standard one down there, but it's fun to watch it happen in real time. And just know that everything you generate in here is a starting point. This is not the end goal. This is where you start. And so now you can talk back and forth with it. You can look through this rubric and go, okay, well, I think 5 points needs more rigor. I think we could lower the rigor on point 3. So increase rigor on 5 and lower it on 3. All right, there we go. And so we can compare. So the thesis on point 3 was states the position and preview of arguments, but lacks strong persuasion techniques. But point 3 up here was, let's see, states the position and preview of arguments. States the position and preview of arguments. But okay, this one actually did not change it. And this is where you would continue your conversation. So let's see if on 5, if it increased the rigor. Clearly states the position and preview of arguments with strong persuasion techniques. Oh, and insightful reasoning. Okay, so it did increase rigor on 5. Maybe on 3 it felt that it was trapped. This is all why it's a conversation, not an end product. When you do have your end product, then you can go over here and hover over the right side. And you'll see that things pop up if you hover over export. You can send this to a Google document, Microsoft Word, you can print it out. You can just copy and paste it somewhere, Teams, whatnot. Or you can save the resource if you want to come back to it later. So if you click save, go ahead and name it something. So best rubric. All right, and click save. Now, where does that go? Let's go ahead and look over for that. So that's output history. Output history is where you're going to go through here and you are going to find every single conversation you've ever had with the chatbot. So a lot of stuff in here, as you can see. However, it kind of gets jumbled. Like, where did I save that resource? Well, that's why I saved it. So that way I don't have to go digging through every conversation to find it. So resource, wait a second. And then there's all the resources I saved. If I just want the resource, click the resource. There it is. All right. I can copy it off of here and send it wherever I want, or I can go ahead and click thread right here if I want to see how did I get that rubric. I'm trying to create another rubric for a different topic right now, and it's not turning out as good as that one I made, this one that was the best rubric. So I can go back and actually see what conversation we had in order to get that result that was so good. So that's what's nice about saving your resources. All right, and let's see what else we got here. So chatbot, now all these tools, everything in here, all these are ways to interface with the chatbot. That's it. So let's, for example, if I go through and I want to create some AI resistant assignments, that's topical. And so in here, I could go through and actually see, or when I generate, so I'll hit example just for time's sake. All right, so it went ahead and generated right here this assignment, these assignments on the hate you give, and we can go ahead and see all those right here. When you're looking at each one of these, just know that, yeah, it's a conversation. Sorry, I have to hit generate to do that. All right, but as you see down here, this is where you can start your conversation. And you see that little paperclip there? That paperclip means you can upload a PDF of maybe an assignment PDF. And so once you do that, it'll go ahead and be able to take that information and adjust accordingly. You can give it a rubric. Maybe you have a student work and you want to provide feedback. You can upload the student work and upload the rubric, and it has both, or copy and paste, and it's great feedback. So even though we don't want to take the grading away from teachers, it is nice to have that extra set of eyes, especially if you're at, like me, sometimes 2 a.m. still grading, and you might not get the same quality of feedback for that student at 2 a.m. that the student at 7 p.m. got. So just saying. Let's go ahead and hit back here. And there's a bunch of stuff that we can go into, but I do want to talk. Yeah, so we talked about the chatbot. Here it is. This is where you can talk directly to it. If you want to create a rubric here, you can say, create a rubric for a persuasive essay about dogs for 5th graders. All right. And see, same thing. So just like, oops, sorry, I'm shaking this. So just like with how the rubric was generated in the rubric creator, this still understood what we were doing and it was able to do it. So you could upload in here. So if some of those tools don't have the upload PDF button, you can always just go to the chatbot because it always has it. So just know that once you get more comfortable with it, and you can ask it a bunch of things. It doesn't have to be something that's a tool. I also like to recommend these for sub plans. So if you have a substitute teacher and you're unable to make it, you're sick, well, you can actually do more than busy work now. You can actually create an entire script for that sub to speak a question and answer section, so that sub would know how to answer some of the questions the students would give them. Have it generate catchy songs that they can sing to actually really sink in that topic. Some fun activities that are simple can be done with like paper and pens. All you gotta do is seen all of Pinterest. It's seen all of Teachers Pay Teachers. It knows what's out there. So you can go ahead and just try things with it. You'll be surprised what you might find out. All right, so that's the chatbot. There's this action button here I haven't really gone over. One second. Oop. Sorry, I have a thing in the way on mine. All right, so actions. If I go ahead, I can translate this. I can go ahead and have the questions, length, summarize. So create questions from whatever I have pulled up. Go ahead and change the length, summarize it, or custom. I really like custom because you can add your own custom prompts here. So like low, medium, and high. So if I wanted to have a low, medium, and high version of this, rubric, like one, or if I'm differentiating, or if I want low, medium, and high reading passages, or multiple choice questions, or open-ended questions, or anything. Projects, you can make a low, medium, and high for your differentiation on your projects. So that's just one simple one. Create a passage made for low, medium, and high flyers, and that's one that would come out if I had a passage up. So just know that the custom prompts, pretty impressive once you get to know the prompting. All right, let's go ahead. Magic Student, that's something that's not out yet. That is coming. It's not going to be included in our plan, but it is some of, obviously, we're going to peek at, but we're not trying to put these tools yet in the hands of students. This is about teachers. All right. Let's see, love. If you click love, that's going to take you over to where there's social media. So they plug all their social media posts that are attached to them in here. Ooh, I'm trying to see because I know they just retweeted me a few times, so I wanted to see if I popped up. No, me. That's okay. All right, and then we also have training. So for under the training section, they have these great certification courses. I definitely recommend Become an AI Pioneer. They're actually coming out with I think the pioneers are going to get a first look at Magic Student soon. But down here, this is very powerful. So yes, you have PD slide decks, professional development, but if you just click on the YouTube channel, All right, what you're going to see here on the YouTube channel is that they have all kinds of great stuff, top 4 AI tools for math teachers. So if you're not sure what's really the use case, like, hey, some of these tools look useful, I don't know how I'm going to use the other ones. I mean, try the exemplar button, but also come here and check it out. So if you click playlists, you can do the level 1 course. They have magic toolkits for each teacher. So if you click on this one, you look onto the side. Oh, let me pause. All right. Math teachers, English teachers, ESL, special ed. We have technology, higher ed, and you see I saw the technology one. But they got a lot of great videos on here, and I definitely recommend checking them out. The look of the website's changed over the few months that they've been around, but overall, it's the same stuff. All right. So one other thing I definitely wanted to touch on was down here. If you go ahead and click on the little gear icon next to your icon, your profile, you can click Add Chrome Extension. When you click Add Chrome Extension, if you're on Edge, you can also add it. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. So it works on both. Add extensions. Okay, so it's letting you know that it's up here. And if you want to make it visible, you got to go up to it and actually say, see me. And there it is. But it really doesn't matter because it doesn't do anything itself. All right, you can just turn it off to where it doesn't show the little icon on the site. But here, let me move myself up. See the icon down here? All right, better move up some. So I'm going to go ahead and click it. First time I got to click sign in, or if it's been off. All right, now I'm in. And just like that, I have a partner right here to help me out with anything I need in the corner. I click the M to make it go away. I click the M to make it come about. So how do I conditionally format in Excel? See, it doesn't even have to be directly related to the classroom. If it is, it's a helper bot. It's there for everything you need. And so, sorry, this website makes it look weird. There we go. All right, select the range of cells that you want to format. Go to the Home tab and the ribbon, Conditional Format Styles group. Yes, and so it's all right there. And so you have these. Just be aware that it doesn't remember the last thing you asked. Like if I say repeat that, if I said that on the website, no problem. If I say that here, it has no idea what I'm talking about. It doesn't remember the last thing you talked about. So keep that in mind. This is good for one-shot off questions. Like if you just have a random question that you need to know, hey, how do I set up automatic office replies on my email? Or, hey, I'm having a student that's being very disruptive. What are some recommended strategies for dealing with that? I actually really like that one. I have a student that keeps disrupting the lesson. Help. All right, set clear expectations, address behavior. So that's a lot shorter than the ones that you get from the actual website one. So they probably just purposely are making the responses shorter. On the back end, they tell it like, answer this in like 2 examples or less. That's the kind of thing. So just keep that in mind. This is for quick answers if you want it. If you don't install the extension, that's fine. It's also a quick way to get to the website. So let's say if I just clicked on, instead of typing in here, I can click Tools. And I can go straight to, and also just kind of scroll through sometimes and see what tools are out there instead of having to go to the website, dedicate that time. This could be something you just do while maybe students are quickly, finishing up a quiz or something. You just peek over here and go, okay, oh, I can make this relevant. All right, so hey, how about something that makes it relevant? So for grade 6, I'm teaching slope, intercept, form. Describe your students. Likes sports and Minecraft. I'm pretty sure I just covered everybody. All right. So provide students with a scenario where they're tasked to building a mansion in Minecraft with a budget. All right. So we got some ideas for making relevant assignments. And then let's see, representing the cost of each and the y-intercept at the starting budget. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, so pretty neat stuff here. Just keep that in mind. That's there for you. Or maybe it's a nice day outside and you just want to know how about an outdoor activity idea for my class to learn slope, intercept, form. Because when it's a nice day, you can't plan for that. You don't know if it's going to be nice or not. So most of your plans probably don't include outdoor activities. But now you can, because you can just look outside and go, it's nice. And just like that, we could create something quickly. Okay, well, the output wasn't good. Go to the website and you can follow up and do these very things. Outdoor activity ideas are wonderful with it. Okay, and so we're basically there. Now, I just want to mention some of the cool little tips and tricks. Otherwise, you got a general understanding. If you're good, go ahead and take off from this video. Thank you so much. Feel free to reach out to me if you need any help. For those of you who are curious about a couple little extra things you can do, the custom chatbot is amazing. And I just want to talk about the custom chatbot for a second. So in this, it can be anything you want. Do you want a sarcastic, sassy teacher assistant? Cool. Do you want to talk to history? So, like, let's say you are Winston Churchill discussing World War II with a 5th grade class. Please stay in character. All right. I always say please stay in character. It's just a habit in the AI world. All right. Okay, let's get started. Tell me about the Bismarck. Bismarck was a German battleship during World War II. It was one of the largest and most powerful. The Bismarck, all right. And then there you go. And you just continue back and forth, but think this can be for anything. It doesn't matter what it is. You can tell it you are Shakespeare. Now, the problem is with, it's lost in translation. I mean, anything could just write that. That's a very bland, writing of it. I've seen times where it looks more expressive and it goes, oh, we lad, blah, 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 So it really depends on the situation. I know that they're working on tools in the background because I've shared this with MagicSchool, and I know that they're probably going to work on a tool that basically does what I'm talking about here. So you don't have to use a custom chatbot for it. But you could also save a custom one. So add a custom prompt, Winston Churchill. So just like that, or Martin Luther King Jr. or whoever. So just keep that in mind. You go, work with Isaac class. We're going to work with Isaac Newton on gravity. All right. Anybody have a question for Isaac Newton before we get started? That's the kind of idea. Alrighty, so what else could you do with that custom chatbot? It's really just limited by your imagination. I mean, it really can be anything you need it to be. It could be fictional characters as well. It could be a professional helper in whatever. Just you tell it. You could tell it to talk in Gen Z slang and get a kick out of that. But you probably hear it enough in your classrooms. All right, that's it. Thank you so much. Please reach out if you would like me to come and work with you one-on-one, work with small groups, or if you want me to do workshops for your school. I've been doing a lot of them, and I'd love the opportunity to do it. Please feel free to send me anytime any of the stuff you're working on. So you can go to my website, darlo.me, and that takes you straight to my SharePoint, or you can send me an email, call, text me, 850-665-0446, and I'd love to see what you're doing in the classrooms. All right, have a great day.